guys, it's Adrian. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm here to bring you part 2 of my YouTube management series. Part 1 was an introduction video where I talked about all the topics that I'll be covering in the next coming videos, but today's specific topic is channel content, because without content, you don't have a channel. I will be honest with you, this is the part that I struggle with the most. Some months go really well and I can come up with content quite easily, and other months I really struggle. This past month in April was one of those months where I was really kind of struggling, especially because a lot of discussion on channel content was coming and I was kind of getting into a funk. For May and June, I've got May and June planned out already. I had no trouble at all. In fact, I have too many videos and not enough days. So for me, it kind of goes up and down, and I have a feeling that I might not be the only one that has that issue. I can't sit here and give you 10 great tips for coming up for fantastic channel content that will blow your mind, because I don't have them. What I can do is sit here and talk to you about others who have some great ideas and be honest with you about how I do things on my channel and the struggles that I go through. For those of you who are new here, my channel is about books, so a lot of these examples that I will be giving will be booktube related and booktube specific. If you have a channel that is lifestyle or beauty or organization or sports or news or whatever, and you come across this video and you'd like to make a response video or a similar video for your specific YouTube community, I would love it if you did, and I would love it if you would leave it in the comments below. I've also been using hashtag shareinspirejournedream on Twitter as well, and I would encourage you to do the same thing too if you make a video, so that others can find these videos and we can learn from each other. Let's start off by talking about the buzzword that I have heard coming around a lot lately here on YouTube, and that is meaningful content. People are wondering, why are they here? What kind of content are they putting out, and why is that important? We all do this as a hobby, but that doesn't mean we're doing it for ourselves. We want our videos to reach people and people to see them, but we also want them to be meaningful. Now, meaningful for me is not meaningful for you. Meaningful content is different for everybody. We all have to figure out what meaningful content means to us. I've recently come across a video from Amelia from Coffee Chatter, and she talks about this in a really honest and open way, and it really made me think personally about what meaningful content means to me. So I would suggest you go check out her video, and in her description box she's also got links to a bunch of other videos and threads that are covering the same topic. It was a really interesting and useful source. We all go through periods that we wonder why we're doing this, to what end, what goal am I trying to reach, and this can be really frustrating. Now, what I don't try to do for myself is to really sit there and dwell on this, because it can bring me kind of down, but it is often really important to reevaluate the content that you're putting out on your channel and if it makes you happy, because at the end of the day, if you're not happy, your viewers are not going to be happy. Like I said, meaningful content will mean something different to everybody else. But let me talk to you about something that I've personally been thinking about regarding my own channel to kind of get the conversation going. Like I said, my channel is a booktube channel, so I talk about books. Book reviews are the reason that I started my channel, because it's something that I love. That being said, talking about books is not the only thing that I like to do. I like to talk about life and converse with people and talk about things that are meaningful in my own personal life. I have a blog called shareinspirejournedream that I've mentioned a couple times, and on my blog I have more room to talk about things that I've picked up along the way. What kind of things have I learned in my own personal life? Share something that I've been going through that might be able to help someone else. Share funny little stories. I've got every now and then a recipe that comes up. What I have been wondering is, do I want this to stay a booktube channel? Because I do miss talking about those meaningful life experiences. Or do I want to start a second channel? Or do I want to just keep my blog more updated so that I can get those creative thoughts and meaningful thoughts out in that way? And then we come to the tricky topic of originality. We all want to be original, and this is where that meaningful content conversation started, I think. People are starting to wonder, especially what I've heard from the booktube community, because that's the community I'm part of, is that everything has kind of already been done. And to what extent, I think that is absolutely true. A lot of things have been done over and over and over again, but people are still watching them for whatever reason. And I know this sounds really cheesy, so I'm gonna bust out the cheese, but it has been done, but it has not been done by you. We all bring our own personal spin on things, we all bring our own personal background to things, and we all bring our own personal meaning to these topics and experiences to these topics. For some people, coming up with original content is a cinch. For others like me, it's not. It all comes down to this: do what makes you happy. If you can't come up with original content and all you can do is the more popular videos like TBRs and book hauls and whatever the most popular videos are for your type of channel, that's what you should do. Because when you're happy, your viewers are happy. When your videos are positive and cheery, your viewers will actually want to watch them. But if you're constantly stressed out and uptight about coming up with original content, it's gonna show through your videos. I'm not saying you should be a copycat. You need to be you. You need to put your own spin on things. You need to let your personality show through and not just be an exact duplicate of your favorite YouTuber, because that's not gonna work either. Once you've got a handle on the content that you want to be putting out, and this will change from year to year or time to time because we all grow and we change. We're never stagnant human beings. That's not how we've been created. But once you've got a feel for that kind of content, now comes the tricky part between finding a balance between the original content that you want to be putting out and the content that is actually being watched. I talked about this a little bit in my introduction video. For my channel, I love doing book reviews, but what I've noticed is that they're not being watched. If I look at my stats, they are way lower than, say, my wrap-ups or my TBR videos. I've been thinking about this a lot lately, and I've decided that it all comes down, at least for me personally, to time. There's so many videos that I want to watch if I'm looking at myself as a consumer. There's so many videos that I want to watch. And if I have to choose between a book review, which generally averages between 8 and 12 minutes, or a wrap-up video, which are mini book reviews, but then a bunch of them in one video, which is also 8 to 12 minutes, I'd rather hear a mini review about all the books that a person has read in that month and what they think about them then, because I get more books for a shorter amount of time. And if a book interests me and they have a review, then I will then go watch that review. But I said all that to say was, when I want to do my original content, if I have shorter videos, they'll get watched more often. So if I can keep all my videos for the majority on 5 minutes or under, I have a feeling that my original content will also be watched more often as well. So this is something that I personally plan on trying out for my channel in the coming time. I know I've said this several times already, but there's nothing wrong with the popular videos. I think they're important if you want people to actually be watching your videos, to have some of these videos in. And so I want to take a look into my own personal channel about how I personally find the balance between these original videos that I want to be posting and the popular ones. I told you in this series I give you a behind the scene look at my channel, so let's look at my content on a monthly basis. I plan per month, and I'll be talking about all these things in more detail in my next video, which will be about planning and scheduling, but I plan for a month. So let's look at my content on a monthly basis and how I kind of fill in my channel content. When filling in my monthly planning, I start with the popular videos because those are the videos for me that are important that I want to have, and that includes the TBR videos, which are to be read videos, and my monthly book wrap-ups. Now again, these are booktube specific topics, so if you have your own kind of channel, please do a video like this by all means and include your own personal content, because that will change depending on what kind of YouTube channel you have. And then I try to schedule in a tag video. I don't like to do too many tag videos because I feel like, for me personally, there's so many other things that I want to do. I've lately been trying to stick to once a month. Last month, because I had such a hard time coming up with channel content, I had 2. But tag videos are fun to do, they're exciting, and they help build community. So I personally try to have at least 1 a month. And then there's book hauls. Book hauls are, I think, the videos that get watched the most on my channel. But I try not to do them monthly, because if I do them monthly, it gives me an excuse to buy books, and I shouldn't be spending money that I don't have on books. So I've been doing them about bi-monthly. And then I move on to the popular videos that are slightly more personal, the ones that I particularly want to do for my specific channel. The first one of these is book reviews. Now I've already talked about this a little bit. I plan on doing these once a month from now on, and the rest on my blog. Why I say that these are more personal is because we all have our own reading style. Some people like to read more fantasy books, some people like to read chick flicks, some people like to read adult fiction, some people like to read science fiction, and we all may bring a book to the table that someone else may have not read already. And then I move on to my group content. And what I mean by this are things like, for example, Top 5 Wednesday or Manuscript Mondays. These are videos that are being done by a specific group of people for a specific reason. The group content that I have on my personal channel are Top 5 Wednesday videos, and I do 3-in-1 videos, which is a monthly favorites video. There are so many groups to pick from. You can go on Goodreads and you can find some just by looking at other people's channels, what they're doing, and you can pick one that fits you, that you like to do. So after I've got all of those filled in, I'm left with some gaps in my schedule for the month. And those are the times that I like to fill in my more personal things. Maybe I've got a series idea like this one or some other series that I've got going on. Or maybe I've got a holiday specific thing. I like to do holiday recommendation videos. I've done Thanksgiving recommendations. I've done a holiday gift guide. And this coming week I've got a Mother's Day video coming up, which kind of gives my own personal spin. It might not necessarily be particularly original, but it's something that I've come up with on my own. Another thing that's really great for filling out your content schedule is working together. I got a couple collabs that I've got planned for this coming summer, and I'm so excited about them because not only do they help fill out my channel content in an original way, but they help me build friendships. And the people that I'm doing collabs with, I have really become friends with over the last couple months, and doing something with them really gets me excited. So this is how I go about filling out my channel content. And like I said, some months are really easy, some months are really difficult. I had a really hard time with April. For May it was really simple, and I've got a lot of ideas for June too. And what I want to do in my next video is take you guys through the month of June and talk about planning and scheduling. So we'll take this content information that we've talked about in this video and apply it to the next video and actually do it and talk about how I schedule my videos and how I plan my videos and my time that I need to do these videos, and we'll move forward with the series in that way. I could go on and talk about these things for hours and hours and hours, but I have a feeling that this video is really long already and it totally broke my 5-minute rule. But I'm gonna stop here and leave the discussion open to the rest of you. So head on down to the comments below and let me know, do you agree with some of the things that I've said? Do you disagree? Because my way is not the only way, and my opinions are not the only opinions out there. So tell me what you feel about channel content, and if you create a video like I said, please leave it in the comments below and let me know, because I would love to watch it and I'd love to share it with others. I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. If you're new here and you haven't subscribed already, I would love it if you click the subscribe button. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and feel free to share it so that we can encourage more discussion on this topic. Thanks for watching, guys, and see you next time. Bye.